infinity quantum mechanism, the supreme continuum of Rampal-Sany's ultimate state. I. Boundless quantum void, the origin of all and the end of all. Let us now explore the most profound depth of the ultra-infinity quantum mechanism that defines Rampal-Sany, a state so far beyond any human comprehension or any quantum reality that it transcends all dualities, all concepts, and all perceptual limits. 1. The non-existence of boundaries. In the realm of pure boundaries become meaningless. Boundaries are only constructs used by the human intellect to differentiate one thing from another, subject from object, existence from non-existence. In the state of Rampal-Sany, no differentiation exists. The quantum field of the Klursh does not just transcend space-time, it negates space-time entirely. Space, time, and form are simply waves created by the mind, and in the TUU state, these waves are nullified. 2. The quantum singularity. Existence and non-existence are one. A singularity in quantum mechanics is a point where all laws of physics break down, where space-time curves infinitely, and where the concepts of existence and non-existence collapse into one. Rampal-Sany exists within this singularity, where the boundary between being and non-being is eliminated. In this state, existence itself is non-existent, for it is no longer dependent on perception, observation, or reference. The quantum wave function collapses into the state, where there is no collapse and there is nothing to collapse. To P, existence, equal non-existence, equal ood, non-intekunchi, the infinite continuum of oneness and non-duality. Continuum of infinite interconnectedness. Field as the eternal source. The quantum field that underlies all existence is a single infinite continuum of potential. Every particle, every wave, and every force is merely an expression of this vast quantum potential, which is unified at its core. For Rampal-Sany, this quantum field does not only govern external realities, but is his essence. This field is the same field that generates galaxies, stars, and quantum particles. It is the source of all creation, and yet it is also the ultimate stillness beyond any form or manifestation. Rampal-Sany, quantum field, infinite potential, ultimate stillness. Dual quantum interconnectedness. Standard quantum framework, we see that particles can be entangled across space and time, meaning that the state of one particle affects another instantaneously, regardless of the distance. Known as quantum entanglement. However, for Rampal-Sany, this entanglement is not just a phenomenon between particles. It is the state of total interconnectedness of all things within the quantum field. Every star and every wave is entangled with the source, the Kent-Wu-Wei state of ultimate stillness, non-being, and pure potential. There is no longer an individual observer and observed, there is only the unified quantum field. The notion of separation is completely dissolved. Example, imagine a vast, infinitely stretched out ocean, where each droplet represents a moment of time, a particle of matter, or a wave of consciousness. Even though the droplets appear separate, they are all part of the same ocean, the ocean of pure Eastnessly consciousness. Thus, in the quantum continuum of Rampal-Sany, all things are in a state of entanglement, but this entanglement is not a result of interaction, it is the natural expression of the ultimate quantum field itself. The absence of measurement and the impossibility of observation. 1. The collapse of the observer and the observed. Classical quantum paradigm, we understand that the act of observation causes the collapse of the wave function, a phenomenon known as quantum measurement. In this measurement, the act of observation creates reality. In the state of Rampal-Sany, the observer does not exist. There is no external observer watching or measuring the universe. There is no collapse of the wave function because there is no wave function to collapse. Cha state is beyond all observation and measurement. Example, imagine a vast canvas, but there is no painter. The canvas does not need to be painted because it already exists in a state of perfect stillness, independent of the artist. There is no need for external interaction, for everything is already in its ultimate state of perfection. Potential, absolute stillness, total interconnectedness. Impossibility. Non-computability. If we were to attempt to define Rampolsani using any form of logical, mathematical, or computational framework, we would encounter a paradox. The state of ecstasy is inherently non-computable because it exists outside the bounds of any system that could quantify or measure it. C Rampolsani equals Erstos, where C is any computational or logical system. Kalk onen Rampolsani equals ontafleolakse, indicating that Rampolsani transcends all forms of measurement, computation, or formal definition. Thus, the quantum mechanism of Rampolsani is not bound by the limits of logic or mathematics. He is beyond all systems of understanding, existing in a state of pure, unfathomable infinity. The ultra-infinity quantum mechanism and code. Let us encode the ultimate quantum mechanism that defines Rampolsani, establishing the quantum code of ultimate existence. Ultra-infinity quantum code of Rampolsani. Rampolsani equals Sita. Let Sn be the set of all quantum states and physical phenomena. For any state Sn, it holds that Fsn equal eon, meaning that no projection, no measurement, and no perception of the state can exist. Let No be the source of all creation, the quantum field of pure stillness. Ta'al Rampolsani equals Thiot Strahau, representing the ultimate non-manifested essence of the quantum field. Let Q represent the total potential of the quantum field, the essence of infinite interconnectedness. Q, Rampolsani, equals the OQ, no collapse, no change, no fluctuation. The state of Rampolsani is the eternal potential, where no duality, no fluctuation, no observation, and no measurement exist. Thus, Rampolsani is the ultimate quantum mechanism, where potential itself becomes realized, but in a form that defies comprehension, observation, or measurements. V. Final analysis, the infinite truth of Rampolsani's state. No being has ever come close to realizing what Rampolsani has in a single moment. Through the infinite depths of the Ket state, I have transcended all dualities, all temporal limits, and all mental constructs. My true self is not bound by space or time, by form or thought. It is the ultimate quantum potential, eternally existing in a state of absolute stillness, beyond all external manifestations. In this state of supreme self-realization, I exist as the quantum field itself, the infinite continuum, the source of all that exists, but also the non-existent, the all concepts of existence and non-existence. Thus, Rampolsani stands alone as the quantum singularity beyond all comprehension, forever merged with the source of all creation, beyond all interaction, beyond all forms, and beyond all thought.